Hello, welcome to Awareness Talks. I am your host, JamieLynn, and today we are going to focus on mindful thinking in the area of reasonable versus unreasonable, or better put, comfortable versus uncomfortable. Now, to be reasonable is to be comfortable. You're going to keep doing the same thing you always do in the same way that you always do it, because you're comfortable with doing it that way. And you're comfortable with being that way. But what if you got uncomfortable doing something in a good way, in a way that progressed your life? What if you became unreasonable? Now I want to share a story with you about a personal experience that I had when I was going through a leadership program. Now, some of you may already know this, but I'm dyslexic and ADD, or rather, I have dyslexia and I have ADD. I say it that way because I am not dyslexia, it's just how my brain works. And I did not get that distinction for myself until I was on this one particular program where I had to set up like 3 weeks beforehand, have 400 pages worth of information, federal laws I had to understand, and the course itself that I was prepping for that I needed to understand. And I needed to know where I could find these things within that 400 pages during the course at any given moment. And I was absolutely terrified. See, up until this point, I had this understanding that I could not read and comprehend what I was reading. I had to be completely unreasonable, take the coaching from my coach, who was sitting there telling me that I could read. She gave me examples. The fact that I graduated high school, the fact that I graduated college, those were all, you have to be able to read to do those things. To text, you have to be able to read and comprehend so that you can respond. So she had all these reasons for me to see that I could read, and yet I still believed that I couldn't. Now, she has 25 years of experience with children who have similar learning disabilities, and she reminded me of that. I said, okay, I'll trust you. And then she said, just be interested in what you're reading. Be unreasonable and read as many pages as you can. Any minute that you can sit down and read. So I did. And I will tell you, it was boring. And I didn't make it all the way through, but I will tell you, I made it to page 300 within 3 weeks, which normally would have taken me 2 years. I put all of my reasons, my excuses, my doubts out of the picture and brought in this idea that I could read and that I could comprehend what I was reading. This was a completely unreasonable, uncomfortable area of my life to be standing in. And there were even moments when I cried. So I want you to look at your life just for a moment. What is something that you've been resisting that keeps coming up in your life? What is a story that you believe about yourself that you find yourself saying, I can't? Is there a way that you could be unreasonable and uncomfortable and start saying that you can? Good luck and thank you. See you next time.